Hey guys, I'm Keaton.
And I'm Dylan.
Welcome to the Homes and Hustle podcast, where we talk all things real estate and entrepreneurship.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing today, Dylan?
Doing pretty good, man. I'm excited. Business is doing well. Finally, it's starting to heat up in this market.
Yeah. How many deals are you working on right now?
Right now, I have, I believe, six in the pipeline. Yep.
What's your most lucrative one? What do you think that one is?
Right now, the best deal. I just have a really solid single-family home. It's a FHA product. Right now, they're pre-approved for about $575,000. So they're out there and shopping right now. We'll see how that one goes.
Perfect. Cool, man. I don't got anything going on right now. I am part-time at the moment, which is what you got to do in this market,
especially starting out.
Especially starting out, being brand new. Kind of this is my second year in the business, and my first year really up in this market. So having to get to know people and building my pipeline is probably a little bit more difficult than it should be.
Yeah.
So,
where are you coming from again?
I just moved here from St. George.
Oh yeah.
So southern Utah. Yeah, man. Southern Utah is it's a poppin' market. It's a lot of Airbnb, short-term rentals.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So kind of more investor focused down there?
Yeah, more investor focused. So that's what I specialize in up here is working with investors.
That's cool. I went down to St. George last weekend, and I got to attest, it is crazy how much new construction is going on.
It's
nutty.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's always something going on. It's a little too crowded for my liking.
I know. Before you know it, 10 years, it's going to be huge. It's going to blow up down there.
Yeah.
It's going to be a much bigger town.
For sure. Utah in general is growing. All these tech companies moving up here.
Oh my gosh, all the Californians coming here?
Yes, Californians. They love our taxes, I guess. But
that'll save somebody coming here. That's for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, in Utah's always been okay. Like they didn't really get affected by the interest rates because everybody's moving here.
Yeah.
So it slowed down a little bit. No, on the agent side, at least, we didn't do as much volume as we had in a couple of years prior with those 3% interest rates.
Yeah, those rates were great.
But it really hasn't slowed down to the point where there's people quitting the business, people leaving the business. Which, by all means, please leave the business so I have more business to
exactly
take care
the bigger slice of the pie.
Yes, sir. So. I don't know, man. What are you seeing on the interest rate side as far as on the loan side?
Rates, they are coming up a little bit. It's a little bit scary. They have been trending upward the past couple of weeks. I'd say right now the average rate on the market is about 7%. You can buy it down, which is definitely a great option for any interested buyers out there right now. And some really cool things that you can do is you can ask your seller to contribute some seller concessions, and you can use that money to buy down your interest rate.
Okay.
So right now, I've been seeing that home prices, they're coming down a little bit.
They are correcting a little bit, which is nice for the buyers.
Exactly, but the rates are coming up. So is it really helping the buyer's power? I think it is, because it's a great time to get good deals. Like a few months ago, for example, I helped this lady get into a home, and we finished it, and I believe the final loan price was about $360,000. But prior, like 9 months earlier to us finishing that deal, her home was listed for about $440,000. So it's crazy just how much it's come down.
So it was listed at $440,000 and it closed at $360,000.
Yeah. So she got about an $80,000 price drop just because the market's finally correcting.
The correction.
So she did get a higher interest rate, but that's okay because she's saving $80,000 on the house. Right. So a couple months we can refinance her, or maybe it even takes a year. We'll see when the market corrects enough to get that done.
For sure. Is that something that you've seen a lot of? Those price reductions during the process?
I'd say so. I think everybody that I've helped lately, we have been getting them done and under contract under the listing price. Everybody's been able to give aggressive offers and get in there for lower than what the sellers are expecting to get for their property right now.
Okay, cool.
Which is just good. If you're a buyer, it's a great time to get a good deal out there.
I totally get that, man. I'm looking on the MLS this morning just in prep for today.
Yeah.
And in the last 60 days, so since January to now, there has been 1,387 sales closed.
Holy
in the last 60 days. 1,387.
I wonder how much total volume that is. That's like $1 billion worth of homes.
Average listing price is $574.
Holy cow!
And the average sold price is just under that at $562. So there's got to be a little bit of give on that. As far as
so it sounds like Utah still has a bit of a healthy market then, at least.
I feel like that, man. The interest rates now are what we were pre-COVID. So it's 6%.
We're just kind of regulated.
6% of a regular healthy market. Just as far as if you look at history, if you look at numbers from like the 80s, interest rates were at 20%.
Oh my gosh! I couldn't even imagine paying that.
Can you imagine paying 20%? I mean, granted, homes were $80,000, not $600.
Yeah.
But 20% versus 6%, I think 6% is pretty standard and pretty healthy.
Yeah.
These 3%, 2% interest rates, that was unheard of, and it's probably never going to happen again. But people got used to that, and so now they're expecting that. I think the lowest we'll see is probably 4.5.
Yeah.
At the very low end.
I hope so. I'm hoping by the end of the year, maybe we'll be somewhere 4 to 5%. That would be great.
Yeah, I think but the prices will drop first.
Yeah.
Home prices will drop, and then we'll kind of just even out, and that'll be the new normal. So, man, that's crazy though. How especially coming from St. George, where there was over 2,000 agents.
Holy.
In Washington County alone.
And Washington County is not very big.
It's not that.
That's pretty tight. That big, man. That's like maybe 1 in every 5 people is a realtor.
Right.
I don't know.
So